Welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home to the Minnesota Golden Gophers. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the UCLA Bruins, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Golden Gophers will kick it away to start us off. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So UCLA's offense will go on the attack first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense tonight.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Looking to pass. It's Iamaleava. Shoots it to the left. By himself, he makes the grab. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. Looking to throw on 1st down. A strike downfield. Open field up. And he slipped through the crowd and off the play fake on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast, win our conference. Well, this is step one, and so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference play. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten...
Oh, he's got some space. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Golden Gophers want to pick up the tempo.
Yeah, let's put 6 on the board, fellas! Right now, let's go get that 6! Make them jump offside!
Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds us back in the middle. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a new set of downs. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, the inside give. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Golden Gophers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Lindsey. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, train the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they're executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Catch in the middle, it's Matthews. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They've got a 3rd down and manageable from right around midfield. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Right down the middle. With the catch, it's Flores. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Bruins are threatening in the red zone. Out of the gun to give to the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Flores. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to get it through the air. Quick strike complete. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Tries to get it on the ground. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. The Bruins, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Lets it fly. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
As they open this possession from their own 20. They'll go to the ground. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. Looking for a man. It's Lindsey. Fires to the middle. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Wants to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want to change.
There he goes. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, UCLA! Wants to go up top on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Running free. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Minnesota!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Oklahoma was able to ride away on that Sooner schooner with the win, but not necessarily without a few bumps along the way. Man, nothing in college football is easy. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. to the air. It's Iamaleava. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
It'll be 3rd and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Matthews. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the Bruins line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Here's the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Trying to take it back.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll move the wide receiver. They're going to open this drive with a pass. That's caught. It's Matthews. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To throw, it's Iamaleava. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Gives it to the back on the draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Matthews. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. This kicker bragged that he can kick an 80-yard field goal. He'll settle for a 59-yarder here. That is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the...
Touchdown, Golden Gopher! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
This offense is so good, and they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. After that huge play right back at him on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got it! And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. Time Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He wants to throw it again. And the sack all the way back at the 5. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. The offense changing the play. Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. He gets it in! Touchdown, Minnesota! They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To the air on first down. That's reeled in. It's Matthews. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got his man on the right. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down and nothing doing there.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Matthews. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Bruins really need to keep this drive alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Bruins are on the move. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Pulls it in, it's Flores. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. The Bruins will snap it on first and 10. Looking downfield on first down. With the catch, it's Matthews. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Great job by the receiver catching that curl route. And did you see the way he came back to the football? That's a great lesson for a lot of young receivers out there. You create separation by coming back to the quarterback.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete. You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this third down? They'll try to get the first through the air. Makes the grab. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he ran away from the crowd. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Backed up now, here's second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
All right, trying to attack the middle of the field on that in route. Nice job putting his foot in the ground. He didn't telegraph where he was going. He was open. He's just got to make the catch.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing strong.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Gets it out quickly. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal. He's looking to pass. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Power ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the first half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the first half.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Now, they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sideline. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
And the Bruins have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Leaves it with the running back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? This will likely be the last play of the half. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, tough to beat the pageantry and tradition there in Minneapolis. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to our guys at the bank there in the Twin Cities.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the returner will be knocked down. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more cut.
Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his second interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Finds his tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. Now the play fake. Going for it all. It's broken up and almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 4th down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. And this one is perfect. The lead now trimmed to 28-24. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. UCF is in front. They've played awfully well today, and while there's no Dante Culpepper out there, this group is hanging tough. They're up by a field goal over UMass. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Pulls it in. It's Tracy. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
Yeah, at this point on offense, it's all about finding completions and finding your rhythm. They get a few yards there with the slant.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Back to pass, it's Lindsey. Using the quick game. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. And the Golden Gophers want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Punt is in the air. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. The Bruins decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opener. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They go right back to it. Breaks into the open. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Got a man. It's Tracy. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. And some room to work. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
And the Golden Gophers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the air, it's Lindsey. He got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Minnesota! He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Looking for a gap. It's Thomas. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Connection to the right. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. More precision throws from this Bruin quarterback, much like a Rick Neuheisel used to play.
Just pinpoint accurate. Put the ball right where you want to. You think about Troy Aikman, you think about some of those other great names in UCLA history.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Bruins look to do some damage in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Touchdown, Bruins! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
The Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Tight end now in motion. The give out of the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. Throws to the wideout. Just about had another one picked off. They've already thrown 3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there. They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Wide receiver comes in motion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Russell. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. The Golden Gophers will hustle to the line. Back to pass on 2nd down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks, it's Glenn. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they got it at the 42. These 2 quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Give to the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that...
He wants to take the top off. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Golden Gophers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Back to pass, it's Lindsey. Pocket breaking down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. They bring the punter onto the field now. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Things have not gone the way they had planned, and the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
You know, zone blitzes are so hard to identify if you're a quarterback, and sometimes there's small indicators that can give it away. Maybe it's a defensive end standing up in a 2-point stance. Maybe it's DBs piggybacked over top of each other in coverage, but if you don't see it, you might get hit in the back of the head.
The screen, and watch out. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And that's just pure speed off the line of scrimmage. That offensive tackle had no shot. Barely even got a hand on that D-end as he came around the outside.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Leaves it with the back. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to...
Turning it on! Got the first down and still on his feet. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. The Golden Gophers getting set on 1st and 10. Slithers into space. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block that you can really depend on, hangs onto the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of game.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Smart move to keep it on the ground. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here. Got his man downfield. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver.
He wants to go deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion. That's just not going to get it done, David. At this point of the game, you're trailing. You've got to pick up the urgency, and this offense is going to have to get more aggressive throwing downfield.
They're going to have to take shots, but I know that, right? The defense knows that. I'm going to stay deep, and I'm going to let you complete all these passes underneath because the clock running is my friend.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, UCLA! They'll run it out of the shotgun. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Reed. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. They're just about to put this W in the books, guys. Comes against a ranked opponent, a team that most of us expected them to beat, and they were able to come through.
Yeah, but you're going to get challenged early in the season. It's fun to play other ranked teams and kind of see what you have. And this team kind of proven, like, listen, they're worth the ranking. They're probably going to continue to climb up the charts, handling their business early in the season against a pretty dang good team.
And I think at the end of the year, when the committee's meeting together and they're deciding which teams are going to reach the playoff, this is a game they're going to point back to. Hey, we wanted to find out more about them against a good opponent. They won the game. They took care of business. This was impressive today.
And the Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Lindsey. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
The Golden Gophers will try to run out the clock in this final minute. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Makes the catch. It's Tracy. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. The give to the back. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. And the Golden Gophers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll move the tight end. They'll give it to him again. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He makes a grab. And he crosses the goal line for the late touchdown, and that one just might finish this baby off.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Iamaleava. There's the pressure. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and to hit that time, help force the incompletion.
That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
I think at this time, you just have to throw caution to the wind. You're down by a lot. You're deep in your own end late, so you're just going to be throwing it. The defense knows it. They're pinning their ears back. You're going to have to get rid of it early. Someone is going to have to step up and make a play, and that's...
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Minnesota! And they turn it into a defensive score. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.